Hi everyone, my name's Joe Schofield and I'm the Partner Development Manager here at EKM, and today we're going to show you the customer journey. So what we're going to be doing is speaking to all the experts in-house. So we're going to start off with your EKM e-commerce consultant right at the start, then moving over to your account managers, then speaking to Wayne about all your payment gateways, then we're going to be moving over to Ian for all your PPC and social media networking, then we're going to be moving over to your email marketing response, and then finally finishing off with your evolution mode. So what better way to do that than to actually speak to the guys themselves. So this is where your journey begins. So this is Connor, he's one of our e-commerce consultants here at EKM, and he's going to tell you a little bit about how your journey begins.
Yeah, so when your customers, before they sign up, if they have any questions at all, they can ring in or go on online chat to me. I'll then speak to them about the business, about the platform, and all the different features that we have on our platform which can help them with the business. Can also give them a bit of information about how EKM can help them with their marketing. So the first initial call really is just to help them as much as possible, give them information about how EKM can help them and their business be successful.
And there you go, and that's what it is, our first protocol with Connor. And now the next step is going to be moving on to our account managers. Right, okay, so we've just been speaking to Connor for your first initial chat. We've actually got Elliot here, who's one of the account managers, who's just going to tell you a little bit more about exactly what he can do for your customers.
Okay, so obviously as an account manager, our duty is really just to look after all of our clients and make sure that everything's going the way that it should. So on the basic plan, you would be, be entitled to an initial call. We'd do like a demo with you, show you what everything does, how everything works, and then it's just an opportunity for you to then ask any questions, and we can answer them as best as possible. Now obviously as the plans go further up, there is a bit more support involved. So with the standard, we'd look at, working with you for the first 6 months, getting a theme together, getting some designs together and making sure, again, you're happy with it, setting up the domains, delivery methods, etc. And then obviously going further onto the advanced plans, where we would work close by with our clients and obviously make sure that they're at a point where they're ready to go live before then being passed over to an e-commerce expert who then would look at proactively helping increase their sales and profits in the business.
Done. So there you go. So that's obviously an account manager there to help you every single step of the way. Next up in the journey is going to be Wayne, who is your payment gateway specialist. Right, okay, so we've just been speaking to Elliot, your account manager, and now it's time to move on to your payment gateway specialist, which is Wayne. So he's going to tell you a little bit about exactly how he's going to be able to help.
Yeah, so it's my job to make sure that you find the best payment gateway for your shop. So that means making sure that the rates are the best rates for you, that it's the most suitable payment gateway for your products, and also making sure that it's going to be the most functional on your shop. So there's lots of different features you can have from lots of different payment gateways, and it's my job to make sure that we can line the right ones up for your shop and be successful.
There you go. So perfect. So next step now is to move on and speak to Ian about all the PPC needs. Right, okay, so we've just been sat with Wayne, and he's obviously been able to set you up with payment gateways. We are now sat with Ian, who is the head of our Google team at EKM. He's going to tell you how to send all the traffic to your website.
Right, well, primarily being an e-commerce website, we are Google shopping specialists. So last year, to give you some figures, we spent 1.54 million and gave back in revenue to our shops 9.3 million. So that's always the first port of call. We also utilise search ad, Facebook and Instagram, and retargeting throughout our platforms.
Perfect, so there you go then. So that's Ian. Obviously you're going to be getting in touch with him a lot just to get that traffic, like he said, to your website and obviously turn you into a profit. The next step is to speak to Matt about our email marketing. Right, okay, so obviously we've just been speaking to Ian about all the PPC and obviously sending traffic to your site. We're actually sat here now with Matt, who is our email marketing expert, who's going to tell you everything about what he does.
So once the traffic has come through to the site from the PPC team, you want to focus on engaging with your customers. This means they'll be loyal to your brand. Once loyal to your brand, it becomes a steady wave of revenue you can come to expect by also capitalising on seasonal holidays as well. For example, Mother's Day, and even quirky ones that are related to your business. For example, in September, it's Organic Meat Month, Organic Food Month in general, should I say, and yeah, things like that.
Perfect. So there you go. So obviously, you're getting in touch with Matt for all your email marketing, and then the next stop is the evolution team. So make sure that your website never goes out of date. Right, okay, so obviously we've just been speaking to Matt about all the email marketing. Now it's time to move on to the final stage of the EKM journey. We sat with Mark, who's one of our Evolution team experts, and he's just going to tell you a little bit more about Evolution Mode.
Yeah, it's a unique service to EKM that all EKM customers can experience. They can request it pretty much any time they want. The idea is to ensure that your website is always up to date and never going stale. One thing we noticed with a lot of our long-time serving customers is they would be stuck with the same theme for a long time. You end up in a trap where it's working and you don't want to rock the boat. And if you're not a designer, you don't know what's going to work and what is going to work. So we utilise all our knowledge and experience to make recommendations on things that you could be improving on your theme to help you get more conversions. And we'll make all those suggestions to you, and if you agree with those suggestions, we'll actually implement all the changes for you as part of the service. And as an uptake of this, you'll see more conversions on your website, and you'll have a website that's modernised and up to date and never going out of date.
There you go, and that's what it's never going out of date. So thanks very much, and that is Evolution Mode. So that is absolutely everything. You've heard from all of our experts here at EKM. Hopefully it shed a little bit of light on exactly how we'll be able to help your customers as well. But apart from that, if you have any questions, any queries, please like, share, comment, pop me an email, and I will be happy to help. Apart from that, thanks very much.